to find him fast before he gets devoured. I ran to the gym class to find Yeonjun, but he was nowhere to be found. All the students had gone to lunch, so the class was empty. As I went deeper into the boys' locker room, I found the door of the storage room open. It was dark inside. My heart beat faster as I ran towards it. Just when someone called my name. Minji! I turned back and there stood Taehan, Yeonjun's member. He was out of breath like me. Seems like he's been running too. He hurried towards me and stared intently at my eyes. Right now, you're the only one who can travel through the dark side. You have to help Yeonjun. I beg of you. Dark side? What? What does he mean? I want to help, but I don't know anything. Will you please tell me? Taehan's eyes softened and are serious at the same time. Dark side is a spirit world where all souls are kept until their time is up. Yeonjun died a year ago. My members and I found a way to bring him back alive, and in order to do that, we snatched his body before his family buried him. One of our members, named Songbin, has the ability to travel through the dark side just like you. He's able to take all of us in to find Yeonjun's soul and bring him back to his body. That's how Yeonjun's still alive, but because his lifespan was long gone, every time he is exposed to darkness, his soul will be reclaimed back to the dark side. Last 2 hours, that bastard Taewon and his people locked Yeonjun inside the storage room, and my members and I couldn't help him in time. Now he's on the dark side again. And Sobin, who was homesick, rushed to the school after we called him. But unfortunately, a car ran onto him. I covered my mouth in shock. Sobin is okay though. He is unconscious in the hospital, so he won't be able to wake up anytime soon. Yeonjun has less than 24 hours, and you're the only one who can bring him back. My mind couldn't process as fast as I thought it could. First of all, why me? But I don't know how. You met Yeonjun in the dark side before the festival, remember? He also told us that you always go there to visit your brother. My heart dropped, and also my legs. I wouldn't have noticed it if Taehan didn't hold on to me to prevent me from falling. Everything's starting to make sense now. The gravestone that has Yeonjun's picture, the abnormal vibe from him, and the reason why I am afraid of him sometimes was all because he was already dead. And all the dreams of me searching for my brother's soul, they were all real. How could I not notice it? But aside from that, how do I even enter the dark side? Think. Then it clicked. Dream. What about it, Minji? Taehan asked, trying to read my mind. Now it was my turn to hold him. I have to sleep. I can get to the dark side from sleeping. Taehan's face lights up. Okay, come with me. I followed him without hesitation. "15 minutes later, I walked into Taehan's house. Mr. Khan, Taehan's father, opened the door for us and introduced himself to me. You must be Miss Minji. Welcome. I know all about you from the boys. I nodded at him, still overwhelmed about the situation. They led me into a room, and then my heart burned painfully. The moment I saw Yeonjun sleeping lifelessly on the bed reminded me of my brother. His face was so pale, no sense of life anymore. I was hoping I could see his movement of breathing, but there's nothing coming out of him. I was staring at a corpse. Well, can you help him? I jumped at the sudden voice. There was another person inside the room, staring at me while leaning against the window. He looked impatient. Taehan began to introduce him to me. This is Bongyu, also a member of TXT. I nodded at him. I know who he is. Everybody knows about the members of TXT. There's another member named Hyunikai. He's at the hospital with Sobin. You will see him later. I nodded again. Do you know how to speak? You don't do anything other than nodding. I was speechless at his comment. I guess I should say something. I know how to speak. Taehan sent Bongyu a glare. Be nice. She just knew about all of this a while ago. She is still processing. Bongyu let out an exaggerated breath. Then will she be able to help Yeonjun in time? I will help him and I will bring him back. I say confidently, but unsure at the same time. Bongyu looked away. He didn't say anything, but I know he is appreciating my help. After a few more minutes, I sat on the comfortable couch next to Yeonjun's bed. Mr. Khan came to me as he also pulled out a chair for him to sit. Don't worry, Miss Minji. I am a therapist, and I'm going to hypnotize you. I am going to be talking to you along your journey, but once you enter the dark side, it's all on you. Hopefully you know what to do. I nodded. In a dream, if I just think about where to find my brother, I will appear to that place instantly. First of all, you're going to be holding this. He gave me a push button that wraps perfectly around my fingers. You push it once when you have successfully traveled through the dark side. It will give us a red light and we will know where you are. Okay. Second, if you feel like you're in any kind of danger or something's chasing you, just continue pressing. The light will flash and I will wake you up immediately. I didn't like the sound of that, but I gave him a nod again. Mr. Khan gave me a warm look, but it doesn't hide the worry in his eyes. Are you ready? I smiled brightly at him. I'll be fine. I know I'll be. This is not the first time I have traveled through. Good luck, Minji. I nodded at Taehan and my eyes shifted to Bongyu. Break a leg. I let out a sincere laugh. I'll try my best to bring Yeonjun back. During the trance-like state, my eyes were closed and I felt like I was sleeping, but also awaking at the same time. I was walking on a misty road where I saw no end to it. The air was so cold and I was freezing. Dark spirits were walking around everywhere. Spirits? Where is this place? Is this the dark side already? I can hear Mr. Khan's voice asking me how I am doing. I'm okay. I'm walking on the road. Can you hear me, Miss Minji? Yes. Can you hear me? Hello? How come he didn't hear me? I looked over my shoulder and found myself looking at my school building. Ah, I must be on the dark side now. That was fast. I'm all alone. Remembering what Mr. Khan told me, I pressed the button with the tip of my thumb. The push button lit up a red light on my fingers. Dad, look. She's in. He turned to look at the two boys. Now we wait. I ran to the building, carefully avoiding all the spirits I passed. Yeonjun must be inside, in the lobby, where I met him before. I opened the door as a light blinded my eyes and I have to shut them for protection. As I slowly opened them again, a man, so beautiful, sitting on the floor in the middle of the lobby. He looked up at me in surprise. His handsomeness was breathtaking, like I have seen a real-life angel. He stood up and I have a better view of him. He was tall, broad-shouldered, and the way his eyes stared at me with concern or suspicion, I almost forgot to breathe. Wow, what a perfect figure of my dream man. Then he spoke.
Minji, what are you doing here?
Huh? I blinked at him, realizing that the person I'm staring at was Yeonjun. What?